Data privacy. .11 wireless networks operate in a license-free band. All the data that is transmitted over the air, right? So it's a license-free band, and data is transmitted over the air. We know this for sure. This is where Wi-Fi comes in the picture. Now, protecting data privacy in a wired network is much easier because physical access to the wired medium is much more restricted, right? It's not easy to get access to the wired medium. However, access to the wireless transmissions is available to anyone in the listening range. Anyone sitting next to an access point or a laptop that is transmitting data is definitely in the listening range and can capture traffic, right? Therefore, using cipher encryptions technologies to secure information is mandatory to provide data privacy. Okay, now what is a cipher? I just spoke about cipher encryption. Let me just write that down here also. It's needed to secure it for data privacy. Now, what's a cipher? Okay, a cipher is an algorithm used to perform encryption. It's just an algorithm used to perform encryption. Okay, now the two most common I would say algorithms used to protect data are RC4 and AES algorithm. So let's talk about what they are. RC4, that is, and AES. RC4 is basically Ron's code or Revest cipher. No need to go for the full form, that's absolutely fine. And AES is basically advanced encryption standard. Now the difference is, I mean, I will discuss this also, but some ciphers are they encrypt data in continuous streams like this. Okay, and there are some ciphers which basically others, I mean, some ciphers encrypt data in groupings known as blocks. So they encrypt data in blocks like the AES algorithm or the AES cipher. Okay, anyway, let's talk a little more about this RC4. Now this is, as I said, it's a streaming cipher used in technologies that are often used to protect internet traffic such as SSL, right? It's a streaming cipher used to protect internet traffic for example SSL, right? Such as like secure SSL, secure socket layer. The RC4 algorithm is also used to protect the Wi-Fi wireless data and is incorporated into two encryption methods. Okay, now hear this out. This is also used to encrypt the to basically for Wi-Fi data. .11 wireless data, and there are two encryption mechanisms in which this is used, called the web and TKIP. These are encryption mechanisms. This is the algorithm, cipher algorithm, and this is the encryption mechanism in which RC4 is used. So do not confuse these two things. Encryption that is happening is called TKIP and web. The algorithm used for that is called RC4. Okay, RC4 is the algorithm, or I should just write here RC4 algorithm, so that makes more sense. Now we will discuss both of this later in the videos. The other one is the AES, that is advanced encryption standard, again an algorithm. Advanced encryption standard. Okay, now this one offers a lot stronger protection than the RC4 streaming cipher. So this is stronger than RC4 for sure. Okay. Now AES is also used to encrypt .11 wireless data by using an encryption method called CCMP. Here CCMP is the encryption mechanism which uses the AES algorithm. Okay. Now this AES algorithm encrypts data in fixed data blocks, as I said, right? Now this one is used to encrypt data in fixed data blocks, not like the streaming cipher. It's a fixed block encryption cipher. Now the encryption key strength can be 128 bit, 192 bit, or 256 bits. Okay, you must have seen something like AES 128 or AES 192 or AES 256 somewhere. This is what it means. The basically the encryption key strength can be 128, 192, 256 bits. Now this kind of algorithm is made mandatory in government sector because this is more secure than RC4 and they prefer AES any day, right? Anyway, so in the Wi-Fi, if you have taken the other course of Wi-Fi, you know there are three types of Wi-Fi frames that are like management frames, control frames, and data frames. So we don't need to encrypt management and control frames at all. What needs to be encrypted are the data frames. Okay, so just a quick recap of that as well. The information that needs to be processed or protected in the upper layer information inside the body of .11 data frames. Okay, so we need to be encrypting the data frames for sure. Encryption is needed for data frames. Okay, now if data encryption is enabled, the MAC or the, I would say, the MSDU inside the body of any .11 data frame is protected by layer 2 encryption. Basically what I just said is that inside the .11 data frame there is something called an MSDU. Okay, and I have discussed about this in detail in the fundamental course, so go through that. This is the one that needs to be encrypted. This has the data, the MAC service data unit is what it is called. MAC service data unit, also called the MSDU. This is what is encrypted inside the .11 data frame, this small part of it, right? Anyway, yeah, so in the next video we're going to talk about authentication, authorization, and accounting, which is also called AAA. We'll just spend 3-4 minutes on that and see what that is all about, right? Thank you.